Hambletonian comes again to Detroit, Illinois. And on this perfect summer day in late August, the charming little Midwestern town becomes the racing capital of the world. The spacious grandstand is empty 1 minute and full of cheering humanity the next. Even the barns are an attractive attraction at DuQuoin. A national air show is part of the DuQuoin State Fair program during the days building up to the Hambletonian. The lively and lavish night grandstand show has included such stars as Andy Griffith, Carol Channing, George Burns, Anita Bryant, and Dodie Stevens. The whole production is labeled the fabulous 40th DuQuoin State Fair. But the Hamiltonian is the thing. It's America's most colorful showdown for 3-year-old trotters. And today there will be no fewer than 15 horses in one tremendous cavalry charge behind that starting gate. Even veteran Sanders Russell, that foot and all, will be in on the chase. Fact is, the crippled Mr. Russell will drive one of the favorites, A.C. Viking, a perfect-mannered bay colt who has already won the $105,000 Yonkers Futurity first leg of trotting's Triple Crown. Everyone is busy on Hamiltonian morning, and no stone is left unturned in preparation for this $116,000 Classic. DuQuoin's 1-mile clay track, again lightning fast, is one of the swiftest surfaces in harness racing, as is testified by 5 of the last 6 Hamiltonian heats being under the magic 2-minute mark. And rightfully proud of their racing prowess are the Hayes brothers, Gene and Don, who even find members of the foreign press on hand to cover today's great racing show. Here's the warm-up form of Impish, the world's champion 2-year-old in 1961, and to be driven today by capable Frank Irvin. Isaac will be handled by Johnny Simpson, winner in 1957, with Hickory Smoke. Harold Dancer Sr. and Jr., father-son combination, will be behind Delight Hanover and Rooney Hanover. One of the 5 fillies in it is matron stake winner Sprite Rodney, chauffeured by Eddie Wheeler. 1961 Little Brown Jug winner Stanley Dancer will drive Worth Seein', winner of the American National at Sportsman's Park. Well, the record crowd of 37,718 gets primed for the big Hambo, watching Del Miller and Meadow Battle win the gear stake, which is an important pacing prep for the Little Brown Jug. In the Hamiltonian today, Miller will be planted in the sulky behind filly Spry Rodney. And this means Hambletonian time. The call to Silk. Old Glory never fluttered over a finer 15-horse field. Everyone is high for this race. He's the highest. Behind ex-champion Pronto Don of the ancient high-wheeled sulky come Happy Newport and Del Cameron, Double T and Jerry Landis, Barlow Hanover and Warren Cameron, OU Kid with Harry Burright, Sprite Rodney and Eddie Wheeler, Safe Mission and Joey O'Brien, Worth Seein' with Stan Dancer, Rooney Hanover with Harold Dancer Jr., Delight Hanover and Harold Dancer Sr., Isaac, Johnny Simpson in the sulky, Lord Gordon driven by Johnny Patterson, Spry Rodney and Del Miller, Impish and Frank Irvin, Nathaniel and Harry Pinal. And last but not least, A.C.'s Viking with Sanders Russell in the sulky. John Dale moves them in behind the gate. Happy Newport is in. Double T, Barlow Hanover. The trailer's in position. The starting gate moves forward. They're off, and Sprite Rodney breaks out of there the quickest of all. Safe Mission and AC's Viking away well. Barlow Hanover's on the rail. Oh, you kid trying to move on the outside. As they hit the first turn, it's still Straight Rodney on the lead by a half a length. Safe Mission is now second on the outside. AC's Viking is third. As they go to the turn, we're seeing his nail fourth, moving up on the outside third. Impish is back there fifth. Double T is nail sixth at this point in the race. They near the quarter mark. Safe Mission is taking the lead from Straight Rodney up the quarter in 28 4/5. We're seeing his still third along the rail. AC's Viking is fourth. Impish is nailed fifth. Double T is still sixth. As they go into the back stretch now, it's Safe Mission on the lead now by a length and a half. Straight Rodney is still second. Impish begins to move. Impish is out of the 5-hole and roaring up on the outside. It's Safe Mission on top. We're seeing goes with Impish. Impish is still moving fast. As they near the halfway mark, Impish has colored the leader. They were at the half in 58 4/5, and Impish has the lead. We're seeing his second on the outside. Along the rail, Safe Mission is third. Straight Rodney is nailed fourth. AC's Viking moving through on the inside is nailed fifth. Rooney Hanover is sixth as they come around the far turn. Barlow Hanover on the outside is seventh. As they make the far turn and head to the three-quarter, it's still Impish on the lead by a neck on the rail. On the outside, it's Worth Seeing second. Safe Mission is third on the inside. Straight Rodney is still fourth. AC's Viking on the inside is fifth. Rooney Hanover is sixth. And now Spry Rodney begins to move. Isaac and Nathaniel from well back in the field start their drive. But on the front end, it's still Impish up the head of the stretch. Safe Mission on the inside is still second. We're seeing hanging on with Straight Rodney. AC's Viking is now roaring up on the outside. Spry Rodney is looking for racing room. Spry Rodney all over the racetrack. And there's AC's Viking going for the lead. Impish is all through. It's AC's Viking. Safe Mission is getting up in time for second. Spry Rodney was trying to come on there for third, but wound up fourth. And the time of the mile was 1:59 3/5. A perfect journey for the Viking and a perfect drive for that master handler of young trotting horses, Sanders Russell, a southern gentleman from Stevenson, Alabama. Safe Mission and Impish were beaten by over a length. Injured in a racing mishap in late July, Sanders Russell vowed then that he would still drive in the Hamiltonian one way or another. In addition to wearing a tennis shoe and a light cast on the injured foot, Sanders equipped his sulky stirrup with some light padding upon which he rested his ankle during the drive. Well, that was a really tough mile. And the other 14 entries know that the next mile will be even tougher because this time the Viking gets the rail. AC's Viking looks dead ready for the second heat, too. Double T finished 14th in the first heat, but he, like the rest, are eager to try it again. Impish and Spry Rodney have earned post positions 3 and 4 for this next getaway. The Vikings set sail. All right, they're all in behind the gate. AC's Viking, Safe Mission, Impish, and Spry Rodney. They're the first four to come charging out of the gate. As they're off, Impish and Spry Rodney break out of there with a rush. AC's Viking goes to the rail. Safe Mission is off stride. Spry Rodney is on the move. As they go into that first turn, it's Impish on top. Spry Rodney along the rail is second. AC's Viking is third. Spry Rodney is on the move. Isaac is nailed fifth and moving between horses. And Happy Newport and Barlow Hanover. As they go over to the quarter mark, it's Impish on top. Spry Rodney is nailed second. Barlow Hanover made a break. As they near the quarter mark, it's Straight Rodney moving up on the outside. Impish has the lead. Straight Rodney is moving for the lead now up the quarter in 30 flat. Isaac also moving up, nailed fourth. Isaac is nailed third. It's Straight Rodney on top. Impish is nailed second. Isaac on the outside is nailed third. As they go to the turn, we're seeing is nailed fourth on the outside. They move down the back stretch and Isaac takes the lead. Straight Rodney is nailed second. Impish is still third. Spry Rodney is fourth. We're seeing is nailed fifth. AC's Viking is sixth. As they near the halfway mark, it's Isaac on the lead. Lord Gordon begins to move. as they come to the far turn. It's still Isaac on the lead now. Around the turn, Impey takes over, and Lord Gordon is roaring up on the outside. Nail fifth, nail fourth, nail third. And Lord Gordon and Worth Seeing are both moving fast. There's three of them fighting for that lead as they come to the turn. Worth Seeing shows in front by a neck. Lord Gordon on the outside is nailed second. Impey is third. Isaac is fourth on the rail. A.C. Viking is nailed fifth. As they come on that far turn, Rooney Hanover coming up on the outside is sixth, but not moving strong enough at this point. Lord Gordon seems to be in front as they head for home. Impey is on the rail. A.C. Viking is coming on the outside. Sprite Rodney is the horse over there on the rail. Spry Rodney is trying to come on. Isaac looking for racing room. It is Impey still hanging on the inside. Lord Gordon and A.C. Viking roars up on the outside, and Isaac is hanging on gamely. It's A.C. Viking and Isaac. It's going to be between those two as they hit the wire. A.C. Viking and Isaac in a photo finish. The three-quarter time, 1:30 in the mile, a sizzling 2 minutes. Viking wins by a head, his own handsome head, and the driving head of 62-year-old Sanders Russell, the oldest driver by far in today's great 3-year-old trotting classic. This is the first Hambletonian victory for the popular Russell after 47 years of driving harness horses. On the Mr. and Mrs. Andrew C. Peterson of West Hartford, Connecticut, the Viking's victory was especially sweet since he is a homebred. His sire was Hoot Mon, and his dam was the Peterson's own Polo AC by Nibble Hanover. This colorful triumph was his 12th win in 13 starts this year. Pomp and ceremony now take over in Victory Lane, which isn't near large enough to hold all the close friends of Sanders Russell and the Petersons. Illinois Governor Otto Kerner is among those present. Mrs. Russell joins the group. She, like Sanders, is a native of Stevenson, Alabama, a delightful little southern town located just off the road between Chattanooga and Birmingham. Mrs. Peterson now shares the Hamiltonian Cup, while the Viking, his work done, seems more intent on the oat bin than the winning check of $62,854.92. More laurels come to Mr. Russell and the Petersons via Lawrence B. Shepard, Gene Hayes, and USTA President Walter J. Michael. On the backstretch, Modern Day Speed will soon deliver newspaper and television pictures of the 1962 Hambletonian to servicing points in St. Louis. But the Modern Day Speed they'll be talking about for months to come was the 1-horsepower job exhibited today by the powerful Viking, who sailed into the Hamiltonian sunset, leaving the wreckage of a 15-horse field in his devastating wake.